Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, when our original poster is moving out of an apartment, her Choosing Beggar roommate thinks she deserves half her stuff for the inconvenience. Why stop at half? Let's jump right in. This literally just happened and I am pissed. So a little backstory, my uncle owns a large, well-known kitchenware company. I will not be naming my uncle or the company since that would make it very easy for my roommates to know I posted this. Sorry. For this reason, he furnishes his nieces and nephews with all new kitchenware stuff when they move into their own living space. He gives anything from pots and pans to Tupperware to knives and forks. It's very kind of him, and if you're reading this, I doubt it, thank you so much, and I love you, Uncle. Now on to the Choosing Beggar. I moved into this apartment 2 years ago with 3 other girls. For other reasons, one of the other girls and I have decided to move out and into our own 2-person apartment next year. I was discussing this with one of the roommates who is staying in our current apartment. I've had issues with her before, but this takes the cake. The cast is Choosing Beggar roommate and me, my fabulous self. I have a lot to pack up in here in the kitchen. I don't even remember what everyone owns. But I know all of the brand kitchenware is mine. Oh, actually, I bought some name brand. I guess I shouldn't have. Oh yeah, that kind of sucks since we discussed that no one should get that brand, so we know whose stuff is whose. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was really nice of your uncle to give us stuff, but I did get a few things from that brand, so I think you should leave half of it just in case we bought it. Referring to the other staying roommate who I know followed our decision. What? I know you might have bought a few things, but I know you can't get a lot of the stuff he gave me in stores. They didn't know, but most of it was prototypes and stuff that they only sell to employees. Yeah, but you don't know what's yours, and you are the one who decided to move out and make it difficult for the rest of us. We need some compensation for that. Excuse me? No, you don't deserve any of my stuff. It was given to me, and I will be taking it with me when I go. Do you have to? I mean, really? It was a gift, so you should give some to us. We deserve it since you're leaving. No, end of discussion. I'm done. I will be taking my stuff with me. But it isn't yours, is it? Your uncle gave it to you, so it's technically his. And you've been letting us use it for 2 years, so really, I think it's all of ours. Don't you agree? What? No, I do not agree. You're really being so rude right now and selfish. I mean, seriously. You could just be nice about it and let us have some. You're the one inconveniencing us. I don't care. It's my stuff, given to me, mine by law, end of story. I should call the cops on you for stealing my property if you try to take it on move-out day. How the heck do you think that will work? Well, they'll obviously understand that it's my stuff you're trying to take. It was given to me! I know yelling is not the right move, but I've had a very hard past few days. We had to put my childhood dog down over the weekend. Because of this, I was obviously not ready for this discussion. Don't yell at me! You have no right! I'm done with this conversation. I walked away, but we will see if anything happens when I move out in a few months, or before then. Edit 1. I've seen a lot of people recommending I box up my things early and keep them either at a friend's house, my parents' house, or my room. Currently, I'm thinking about keeping them in my room, since I have a locking door that only I have the key to. I also have a wonderful little dog who will bark his head off if someone tries to come in. I'm also going to get an itemized list from my uncle of what he sent me. I definitely don't want to take her stuff since I don't need to leave on an even worse note, so this should help. Okay, here's update number 1. I started to pack up my kitchenware today, super early in the morning when I knew no one else would be up. Tonight I had a friend over watching some shows when I suddenly hear loud yelling from the kitchen and then feet marching up the stairs. A furious pounding starts on my door and my lovely dog starts to bark like crazy. I calm my pup down and pause the show before she could start screaming at me. Basically, she was mad I put my set of measuring cups into a box. We have 3 sets because apparently she likes my set best. The following conversation ensued. Same cast plus an added person, my lovely friend. What was the point of putting the cups away now? You have a few months before you move out. She was, in fact, shrieking. I just wanted to get stuff ready, and since we have lots of those, I figured people wouldn't need them. All measuring cups work the same, after all. We don't need so many. I was speaking in a very placating tone because my friend was there, and I didn't want to have this scene at the moment. I need them. I use them all the time. Well, there are always others to use. Like I said, I packed them up because we have so many. You shouldn't be doing that. We all need to use your stuff. You should wait until the last minute so we aren't inconvenienced. Oh boy, here we go again. I'm sorry, but it's my stuff. I can pack it when I want, and I figured this would be easier for everyone, so you can all start to get replacement items instead of having to buy everything all at once when I leave. That sounds smart to me. I'd like it that way so I don't have to spend so much money at once. I wasn't talking to you. Whoa, calm down. I was just trying to help. Choosing Beggar, you don't need to yell at my friend. She didn't do anything wrong. You're so selfish and rude. Apparently our friends are too. Okay, I started to get really pissed off here. I'm not very good at standing up for myself, but don't mess with people I care about. That's when I'll come after you. That's enough! You need to leave this area now. I am done talking to you. But before lovely friend leaves for the night, I expect an apology and not some BS version either. You have no right to treat my friends that way, and I will not allow it to go on any further. You're the worst roommate ever. You're so self-centered and only act all righteous in front of your friends. I'm so sick of you. This was said as she huffed to her room. This is not the first time I've had to put my foot down in front of her, and I think she knows better than to mess with me at these times. My friend and I went back to watching our show, and then I drove her home. We never did get that apology. Story 2 shows us a Choosing Beggar server who thinks that a 10% tip is a waste of his time. Apparently manners are also a waste of his time. Last summer, a couple of my buddies and I went to this diner we frequented at night as a sort of hangout spot, but this time we went in the morning. It was 9 of us there, all paying for breakfast. By the end of the meal, we all pitched into one check that rounded to about $100 or so. We were broke college students, so rounding up $100 was weirdly organized, but we did it. I realized how stuffy it was to leave no tip, so I asked my girlfriend who was with us if she could spare any change, and she had an extra $10 she was going to use for gas. I finally went back to our server to hand him the $10 tip that I didn't think I'd have, and he literally just said, "I lost money serving your table, and this tip doesn't help." And I felt shocked because I really felt bad in that instance, but equally so, I wanted to just rip the $10 from his hand and walk out. I mean, I get that waiters live off tips, but I at least came back with something, and I don't want to sound like a blank, but he was barely at our table to begin with, getting our order 30 minutes after we sat down and finished our water orders. Felt like the waiter giving us water came more frequently than our waiter did. Regardless, I still felt like that response wasn't necessary, and ever since then I felt compelled to only ever go out if I'm guaranteed to be able to give a tip. This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like and share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.